If you own a home in Massachusetts or are about to buy one, there is one thing that stands between you and financial disaster. And most people don't understand how it actually works. I'm talking about your homeowner's insurance. And today I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know in plain English so you can stop guessing and start understanding exactly what you're paying for. Hi, my name is Carlos Vargas and I'm the founder of Vargas Vargas Insurance. And we help Massachusetts homeowners build coverage that actually protects what they've built and not just checking a box for their lender. So let's start with the basics. Do you actually need homeowners insurance? Well, technically, if you own your home outright, no mortgage, it's not a legal requirement. But here's the reality. Your home is probably the single most largest financial asset that you own. If a fire, windstorm, a lawsuit wipes that out and you don't have insurance, you're left rebuilding from scratch, out of pocket. And most people cannot absorb that kind of loss. And now, if you have a mortgage, and most of us do, your lender requires it. They have a financial interest in your property, so they're going to make sure it's protected, and that's not negotiable. But here's the thing most people miss. The coverage your lender requires and the coverage that you actually need are not the same thing. Your lender cares about the structure. They don't care about your personal property, your liability exposure, or whether you can afford to live somewhere else while your home gets rebuilt. That's why understanding your policy matters, even if you already have one. Every standard homeowners insurance policy, we're talking about an HO3 policy in Massachusetts, is built on 6 coverages. Think of them as the 6 layers of protection. Let me walk you through each one. Number 1, the building coverage. This is the big one. It covers the physical structure of your home, the walls, the roof, the plumbing, the heating, the electrical, and all the built-in appliances. And if your house burns down, this is the coverage that pays to rebuild it. And the number here should be based on what it costs to replace your home today, not what you paid for it, not what Zillow says it's worth, and not what your town assessors say it's worth. Number 2, other structures. This covers things on your property that aren't attached to your house, like your detached garage, a fence, shed, or pool house. Typically, this is set at about 10% of your coverage A building. But if you've got a nice workshop or a guest house out there, or an accessory dwelling unit, also known as ADU, you may need more coverage. Number 3, personal property. This is your personal items, your stuff, furniture, clothing, electronics, your tools. If a covered event damages or destroys your belongings, this is what pays to replace them. Standard homeowner policies give you a percentage of your building coverage, usually somewhere between 50 and 70% of your coverage A limits. But you want to make sure that it actually covers what you own. Number 4, loss of use. This one gets overlooked all the time, but it matters. If your home is damaged so badly that you can't live in it while it's being repaired, this coverage pays for your additional living expenses. Hotel stays, meals, temporary rental housing, really any expense that you incur as a result of the loss of use of your home. You don't want to be fighting your insurance company over where your family is going to sleep. It also covers you for rental income loss. So if the tenants move out as a result of a covered loss, this will pay you for that loss of rental income. It doesn't pay if the tenants just decide not to pay the rent. Number 5, personal liability. This covers if someone is injured on your property and sues you. A guest trips on your front steps, a delivery person gets injured, your dog bites a neighbor. Liability claims can get really expensive fast. We're talking about legal fees, medical bills, court judgments. Most standard policies start at $300,000 of coverage, but honestly, for most homeowners, that's really not enough. We recommend $500,000 at a minimum, and often we'll pair with an umbrella liability policy to take it to $1 million or more. And number 6, medical payments to others. This is the smaller one. It covers minor medical expenses to your guests who are injured on your property regardless of who's at fault. It typically starts around $1,000 to $5,000. It's designed to handle the small stuff so it doesn't turn into a lawsuit. If a visitor comes to your home and gets injured and they have a high medical deductible, this part of the policy will kick in and pay for that. Here's the biggest mistake I see Massachusetts homeowners make. They buy their homeowner's policy when they close on their house and they never look at it again. That policy automatically renews year after year, and nobody checks whether the coverage still matches the home. But think about it, the construction costs go up, you add a deck, you finish a basement, you buy personal items in hope that they will increase in value like artwork, jewelry, collectibles. If your coverage hasn't kept pace with your changes, you could be significantly underinsured and not even know it until you file a claim. And that's why we tell our clients your homeowner's insurance should be reviewed every single year. And we do this for all of our clients at renewal time. We'll review your policy against the insurance marketplace to see if you still have have a good deal, and we will reach out to you and ask you if you have made any changes, purchased any additional items that we should include on your policy. So that's the foundation. Those are the 6 building blocks of every homeowner's policy in Massachusetts. If you understand those, you're already ahead of most homeowners out there. But here's what I'd encourage you to do next. Watch our video on what homeowners insurance does not cover, because the gaps are where the real risks arise. And understanding what's excluded from your policy is just as important as understanding what's included. I'll link the video here. And if you want us to take a look at your current coverage and show you exactly where you stand, no cost, no obligation, in the description of this video, you'll find all the details for our insurance agency. Remember, stay informed and stay protected. I'm Carlos Vargas with Vargas Vargas Insurance, and we'll see you on the next video.